Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something crucial. How to build those high-value offers, for service businesses, for coaches.
Exactly. We're talking about offers that don't just sell, but really connect and let you charge what you're worth, premium prices.
Right. So our mission today is to unpack this framework. It goes messaging, offer, fulfillment, and then pricing. We want to pull out the actionable stuff for you.
And the core idea really is that a great offer acts like a bridge.
A bridge, okay.
Yeah, a bridge between where your client thinks they are, their perceived problem, and where they desperately want to be, their desired situation. Defining those clearly is, well, it's everything.
Makes sense. So if you're listening and you want to get a solid grasp on building compelling offers fast, maybe avoid some common mistakes,
Then you're in the right place.
let's start with that first piece, then the messaging. Why there?
Because messaging is foundational.
Yeah.
It's the promise. It shapes the entire offer structure that follows. And good messaging isn't about listing your services.
Yeah.
No, it's about zeroing in on the client's world, their perceived problem, their big aspiration.
Got it. So step one is really nailing that perceived problem, not just like the surface stuff.
Precisely. Someone says, I have low energy. Okay, but what does that mean to them? Is it missing playtime with their kids? Is it feeling stuck in their career?
So digging deeper, it has to be what they believe the problem is.
Yes, that's the key. You solve the problem they think they have. Then you articulate the flip side, that compelling desired situation.
The positive inverse, sort of.
Exactly. So low energy transforms into maybe being a vibrant, present parent or having the mental clarity to kill it at work. It needs to be vivid.
And the sharper that picture, the more valuable the offer seems.
Absolutely. Vague problem, vague solution. That's a low-value offer waiting to happen. But a crystal clear transformation, that commands a premium.
Okay, clear message, clear transformation. Now, the offer itself, that's the pathway, the bridge you mentioned.
That's it. The structured way to get them from A to B. So step 2 is identifying all the roadblocks, everything stopping that client.
Like for the low energy example.
Could be poor diet, no exercise routine, maybe bad sleep habits, time management issues, even negative self-talk. You have to be exhaustive, brainstorm everything.
Right. And then step 3 is designing your offer around those roadblocks.
Yes, turning each roadblock into a specific step or component in your offer. Roadblock, poor diet. Solution, personalized nutrition plan within the offer. Roadblock, inconsistent effort. Solution, accountability check-ins.
So you're basically showing them, I see your specific struggles, and here's exactly how we're going to solve each one.
Exactly. It builds massive trust.
Yeah.
You explain the steps, link them to the roadblocks they recognize. It just clicks for them, preempts skepticism.
Okay, promise made, pathway clear. Now, fulfillment, delivering the goods.
Critically important. You got to deliver that transformation. 3 things to focus on here, especially for high-value offers. Scope, speed, and simplicity.
Scope, speed, simplicity.
Okay. Scope is about completeness. Does your offer actually solve the entire problem you promised to solve, addressing all those roadblocks? This is non-negotiable.
So if you promise get clients, you can't just teach Facebook ads.
Right. You need lead nurturing, sales skills, onboarding, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
It's often smarter to promise a slightly smaller, very specific outcome you know you can nail and then over-deliver.
Makes sense. What about speed and simplicity?
Speed, well, faster results are always perceived as more valuable. Think Netflix versus waiting for blockbuster DVDs back in the day.
Yeah, instant gratification.
And simplicity, this is huge for premium offers. How much effort does the client have to put in? The less they have to do, the more complex stuff you handle for them, the higher the value.
So instead of here's how to run ads, it's more like here's the ad copy, the targeting, the templates, just plug it in.
Precisely. You take the complexity onto your shoulders. Now for delivering this, especially when you're starting.
Yeah, how do you make sure fulfillment works?
Start high touch. One-on-one coaching, done-for-you services. It lets you guarantee the scope, maximize the simplicity for the client, control the speed, and crucially,
Get feedback.
get rapid feedback. You learn so much faster, refine the offer based on real results before you even think about scaling. Validate it first.
Okay, solid offer, solid delivery plan. Let's talk money. Pricing. You mentioned premium pricing.
Yes. And there's a psychological element here. If you offer this amazing life-changing transformation for like $50?
People get suspicious.
Yeah, there's a believability gap. Like, how good can it really be for that price?
Yeah.
Sometimes a higher price actually builds more credibility. It signals quality, seriousness.
Interesting. So charging premium isn't just about making more money.
Not just. Higher price often means higher perceived value, yes.
Yeah.
But also Clients who invest more tend to be more committed. They show up, do the work.
They get better results because they're invested.
Exactly. Plus, that revenue gives you the resources to deliver truly superior fulfillment, invest in your systems, your team, whatever's needed, and help you scale. Higher price means you can afford to spend more to acquire a customer.
What about those common objections like it's easier to sell cheap stuff or my market won't pay premium?
Let's bust those myths. Easier to sell cheap, maybe, initially, but you need huge volume, support costs pile up, margins are thin. It's often a tougher business model.
And charging less helps more people.
Often, the opposite is true. Low commitment can lead to poor results, so you're not actually helping them achieve the transformation. And my market won't pay.
Yeah.
That usually means the value hasn't been communicated effectively. Focus on the worth of the outcome.
So if the price feels too high for the offer, the answer isn't to just cut the price.
No. The answer is almost always to improve the offer. Enhance the messaging, strengthen the structure, make fulfillment faster or simpler, get even better results, make the perceived value vastly exceed the price tag.
Got it. Enhance the value, don't just discount.
That's the key.
Okay, let's wrap this up. We've gone through messaging first, the promise, based on their perceived problem and desired situation,
Then the offer structure, the step-by-step roadmap tackling all roadblocks.
followed by fulfillment, delivering completely on that promise with attention to scope, speed, and simplicity, starting high touch.
And finally, strategic pricing, often premium, reflecting the transformation's true value and boosting credibility and results.
But for you listening, the big takeaway is really digging deep into your client's world first. Understand their pain, their dreams, build a comprehensive path for them, deliver flawlessly, and price with confidence based on the value you create.
Which leads to a final thought, maybe something provocative for you to consider.
Okay, let's hear it.
Think about the single biggest, most impactful transformation you could possibly offer your ideal client. What is that outcome truly worth to them in their life or business? Now look at your current offers. Are you really reflecting that incredible value? This whole framework is about bridging that gap.